Yeah, I mean, hello. Hi, Hanjong.
Yes.
Welcome
Hello,
to the
Tian.
really free, welcome to the really free chat room.
Thank you for having me. And I
Yeah,
hello to everyone from my home in
yeah,
Woodlands.
yeah. Well, you're looking well.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I thought that you should come on to share some things that's nature related because you're
Yes.
kind of one of our most nature friends, the few nature friends. Yeah.
Oh,
So
certainly there are more.
yeah, there's more lah. Of course, there's more. But what about so I think today, Han Chong, you wanted to share with us about this app, which I'm going to share screen, yeah, and then you're going to take us through it. Well, and you want to tell us a bit about why you want to share this app.
Yes, of course. So this is one of the citizen science initiatives that
Mm,
is operating on a global basis. It's an app that is quite popular worldwide, and especially so with butterfly enthusiasts in Singapore.
mm,
It has helped many Singaporeans actually spend their fruitful time when they are observing or experiencing nature's outdoors.
mm,
Whether, and especially even if they are on their backyard or garden. In my case, because I now spend more time in my neighborhood park, for example, and with all these various records, and anyone with a mobile phone
mm-hmm,
that has a reasonably good camera,
mm-hmm.
any phone that has a GPS, for example, will be able to help contribute your sightings and your recordings there.
Right, right. So this app is made in where is it made?
I have no idea actually, but it seems that it's one of the most popular around. And the good thing about it uh, is, I think, in two main ways. Number one, it has support from many expert observers and scientists themselves.
Right.
So many of the recordings or sightings can actually be verified
Mm,
and actually identified, especially. So if
mm,
you are new to nature and obviously you will not be certain about what you have found, I
mm,
found this will be an excellent site for you to have your um, sightings to be identified. Next, of course, with this collation of data,
mm,
it also helps research scientists
mm,
actually take on desktop surveys or investigative work.
mm,
And once this becomes a long-term observational study, it can also help highlight certain trends like population
mm,
growth or decreases
mm.
within various areas, parks, and habitats. So there's actually great potential for all the data that's being submitted. And the best part, of course, this is an open source database,
Mm.
so anyone can access the data.
Right, right. Okay, so I think we didn't mention the name of the app.
That's right. So
Uh,
it's a very simple name. It's called I, I for India, I
mm,
Naturalist.
iNaturalist, yeah.
Yeah. So I
And,
presume they named it because, you know, anyone can be a naturalist and you and I can be a naturalist,
mm, yeah.
even from home.
So I guess how it works is record your observation. I think, I know you can see my screen here, right? I'm sharing you,
Yes, yes.
right? So you share with fellow naturalists and then discuss your findings. I think it's quite a basic app, but it helps you really like recognize if you see something that you don't recognize, maybe it's
Yes.
right.
So if you were to refer your audience to the top page, there are a few other things that exciting things that you can do as well.
Mm,
So one thing you can do is, for example, organize what we call a bio blitz.
mm,
So what does that mean? That means that you can gather your friends and families, and this are also for nature organizations, even the Nature Society of Singapore, for example, which I'm a life member of. We can actually get volunteers to actually do a rapid and intensive survey of a particular area of interest. Yeah. So sometimes these biodiversity surveys are done over perhaps 6 hours or 24-hour period. And
Right.
when you are able to engage subject matter experts from all different wildlife, what we call taxa, that means you can have perhaps a butterfly specialist, you could have someone who's into mammals, another person into fish, someone into bees, for example. So yeah, you can have quite a fairly comprehensive survey all done together. It's just for the fun of it. Yeah, and you can have both experts and non-experts, the old, the young. Yeah, as long as you can be active outdoors, you can actually help with this effort.
Okay. Right. So do we wanna just share the pictures? Suddenly you're very dark though. Just now you were a bit brighter.
Okay, yes,
For
I
some
think, yeah.
reason, I think you now look like one of those crime watch.
I can try to switch on the light or maybe change my background a little bit. Yeah, but I think it's
Yeah, see,
because
like that is a
other
little
light
bit
in my
brighter.
room. Just, would you like to
Yeah. Hey, that's good. That's
me to
good. Yeah.
change the backlight? Or
No,
is
I
it
think it's okay.
still okay?
You're good. Yeah. Hey, what's the difference?
No difference. I haven't changed anything.
Oh, okay. I think it's just the angle. Okay. Anyway, I'm just like, can you see what's on the screen now?
Yes, yes. So these are some of the things that I just discovered
At
in my
your blog.
own HDB blog. Yeah. So I was trying to, yeah.
So what is it that we're looking at?
Well, that's a good question. I haven't figured out myself. So I'm not
Okay.
an insect expert myself. It looks a little bit like a type of grasshopper. Yeah, but it's a fairly, well, how do I put it? It's a non-conformist kind of grasshopper that we are familiar with, maybe illustrated in children's books. So this one, you'll notice is fairly elongated. It's what we call laterally flattened. So it's flattened on both sides. Yeah, so thin, and then you'll notice that the head and the antenna is yeah, just as wide as his entire body. So if you look at the next picture where I took it from the side view, so of course when you want to help someone expert to identify your pictures, it'll be great to have a shot from all different views.
Right.
In fact, as many perspectives as possible, whether it's top down,
So it's not
left,
immediate
right.
that you can get identified.
Yes, so it's not as immediate as some of the other apps that are available out there. I would suggest that you can also use them in conjunction. So mainly because of advances in apps doing analytics and facial recognition. Right? It's using basically the same technologies behind those. And through pattern recognition and algorithms, they actually have apps that can help you to identify anything from a flower, for example, or a plant, a bird. In fact, the World Wildlife for Nature tried to have an app where you can even identify the seafood or the fish in the market, for example. So instead of facial recognition, they call it the facial recognition. You know, this helps consumers recognize the kind of seafood or fishes that are sold in the market, and maybe consumers can have a better idea of which type of seafood may be more sustainably sourced that will not cause destruction to the environment. And I think such apps actually do help consumers become more sustainable.
Right, right. Okay. Let's move on to the next. What do we have here?
Yeah, so this was another creature that I found just yesterday. Actually, I was trying to go for a walk out on my neighborhood park, and And lo and behold, I found this creature actually in my lift. So I was wondering what I should do with it, and then it was struggling a fair bit. Of course, it was quite frightened of me, and I tried to pick it up and put it into a box so that, you know, perhaps it will feel more safe. Managed to take a quick shot of it, and I was intending to release it almost immediately after. But unfortunately, well, it looked like it was very motionless even at that stage, and then unfortunately it seemed to have either died of shock and maybe even trauma, I don't know, even though I was as gentle with it as possible. So the next two pictures you could see was when I actually tried to return it to the park.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe it's just pretending to be. Yeah, well, the colors are much better in the sunlight.
Yes, of course. So natural lighting is always useful. It takes a lot of patience to take photos of wildlife, because obviously they are very shy of any potential predators or even humans.
Okay. Okay, Han Chong. I think thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
Do you want to have a call to action at this point of time?
Well, I would just say that if you're ever curious about all the little critters that you have at home, be it an ant, a bird, a bee, do consider taking up the app, and you can then be a naturalist at home anywhere you are, and help contribute to citizen science, and gain a greater perspective of the larger world out there, because we're not the only ones on Earth.
Yes, yeah. And yeah, I think for those who don't know, Han Chong is also a member of the Foodscape Collective. Yeah, and also a lifetime member of the Nature Society. I think we have been on many adventures together from quite a long time back. But I think that maybe, you know, it's good to, when all this is over, when, you know, check out the work that Han Chong has been doing. I think he has been guiding. So what you can do is like hire him to be your guide for nature spaces when you're ready, when we're ready to go out to the world again. Yeah. But at the meantime, I think Anjo is saying stay at home. Use the iNaturalist. You can still be an iNaturalist at home in your nearby parks when you come across, because creatures appear everywhere.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Hey.
I would like to wish everyone a happy Earth Day in advance.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Happy Earth Day. We almost forgotten that. Because the world seems to be on a pause. Yes, but happy Earth Day.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Thanks again, Tian,
Okay,
for
let
having
me
me.
okay.